Nå starter vi Libes Publikum Crazy Life. Kunstlyse denne kunstlige problemstillingen for denne live-produseren. Er det for the aim for this performance? So crazy. No, this is just introduction to that we show the films. No, the followers of films. So the performance, purpose 6. Yeah, this is pause. 6, hurra. So this is the Verhältnis zwischen artistic quality and popcorn. It's very good to have popcorn. So the synopsis. If you are good, it's see the streaming. You are about to see the famous followers of part 2, but that is in the end of the. It's very late. It's introductions. Now 2 hours of introductions. So we produce opera stream live from it, so you can see live through the notes. Every knowledge of the earlier episode is most essential to fully understand the complexity of the narrative, the labyrinthic network of theoretical references. I will now give you a brief synopsis. Episode 1, as you already saw, starts in the void, in a position of radical emptiness. The situation is all exhaustion and pure possibility of it. Have you seen this already? You have seen this already. That's the Urmutur Erda who comes out. But after what's in many years of abstract purchasing intense in episode 2 we again encounter this being. It is spring. The being clears the world of all old nature to restructure the coordinates of its geworfenheit into this world. Here you see this. It's clearing the space of nature to put onto this new geography of pure mud and prima materia. You see this here? The being slowly begins supra-consciousness enhancing meditation and breathing exercises. This is the breathing exercises. In this forms of correlation and phenomenon of electricity, the 2 stones. It finds the 2 stones and music is invented. Clock! Kling! Kling, kling. Oh, where is my fjernstyring? Remote control! I need a remote control so I can do the PowerPoint more. Power remote control. 3 new creatures are born. Oh. No, this is the aria I want to sleep. And this scene gradually leads into the magic Verwandlungsszene, where the force of mud is transformed into the magical tower of truth of unknown abilities. Yeah, which again leads to the... Oh, this is the tower of truth. And out of this comes the birth scene. This is the birth scene. As you see now, this is the first of 3 new creatures that are born. And in episode 4, we follow their path towards the intervention of language erkenntnis of the we, and the notion of existence. Existence, they say. Existence. It is a world of civilizational happiness and wholeness with no sense or concept of an outside. They begin formulating aesthetic hypotheses on quantity and quality. One of the characters seems to develop a kind of revolutionary hubris. And discovers by the force of its wisdom a surprising secret extension to the mudroom. It's a blue tunnel You see here, it crashes through the wall, and then there is a blue tunnel. A tunnel, a kind of umbilical cord, which leads into, no, stay in this umbilical cord. Umbilical cord, and this leads into a white cube. Remote control! Remote control light cube, which in episode 5 will be transformed into an alchemical laboratory for the invention of new art and new political strategies for the world. When we reach episode 6, the social structure intellectual development has reached a new level. They discuss this utopian socialist, Charles Fourier. Does anyone know who Charles Fourier is? Raise your hand. Charles Fourier. Charles Fourier. Charles Fourier. Nobody knows anymore. You have to go to Wikipedia. But he had his theories of freedom, of the society of harmony, remote control, and of the connection between the organizing of social justice and the flow of passions, attractions, and enjoyment. And these theories find resonance with the three, who forms a kind of sisterhood or commune to live in the spirit of Fourier. Charles Fourier, remote control. The notion of universal harmony is the central topic in Charles Fourier. And also the idea of the orgy, or more specific, the harmonic orgy. This is actually true also, where artistic, sexual, and gastronomic pleasures are enjoyed to the full as a training for universal equality and happiness. Yeah, and so some of the surrealists and these people, they were interested in this and went, Charles Fourier! This is so intellectual. I want to go home to Swedish forest. Synopsis. Gastronomic, sexual, gastronomic pleasures, artistic. The character with the yellow head gets some doubts. Nei. What we need is a cut in the stream of becomings and appearances. A cut, yeah. Cut in the kind of general situation of the world and its world of opinions. Yeah, something like this. And proposes a more antagonistic strategy towards the soon-to-be future of a renewed true communism of the whole humankind. This is the main contradiction of episode 6 and 7, which eventually leads to a Yellowhead's growing fantasies about the execution of some mysterious redeeming world-changing act. A l'acte préalable. L'acte, like Scriabin. Scriabin wrote this l'acte préalable. You know this? Do you know this? Raise your hand. Remote control! Executed with the purest discipline. That was the l'acte préalable. It's executed with the purest discipline. In episode 7, the ideas or the abstracted pure concept of their very project surprisingly achieves physical form. Did you see this? Did you see this? That's the red Geist. That's surprisingly, it achieves physical form. Their idea, the project, it's otherwise a disastrous episode in terms of artistic quality. Episode 8 at least has some, and the Song of the Fish. No, this is the Geist again. Is this episode 8? Raise your hands! The fish going towards the sea. Oh, the fish song, that's one of the best hits ever. We take it one more time. Is it possible to go back? No. This is the Geist. The ID. The ID. The Desert Father concerning the deed of staying in the cell instead of dealing with the outer world. Episode 9 establishes the so-called The World, which is the name of the Geschichtsraum of these three protagonists. Through the spirit of the Geist, it is a consolidation of the designated space of the common project. Unfortunately, the project is, apart from having to do the signifier more and more unclear. It's getting a little unclear here. For sure, the Red Geist is the ID, as it here sings in episode 10, but what exactly does it signify? Instead of I am the ID. Instead of clearing things up, episode 11 just adds to the somewhat confusing narrative, and the series seems to float into some kind of cryptographic narrative masturbation which borders on the pathological. Luckily, episode 12 is a so-called prequel. Yeah, you know this already. It's 2.5 hours. It's the story before episode 1. It's very interesting. It's very complicated storytelling. So it's actually how the Erda Urmutter, Herzleide, she kind of fled from society, from the normal society of humans, and swims to Sweden. In the forest, in the cellar. No, not in the forest, in the cellar of... doesn't matter. Shalamala, shalamala, shalamala. So episode 12, so this is not episode 12, this is 11. Focus on the end of episode 11, which is something of a cliffhanger. It's a cliffhanger.
To make the big work!
Opus Magnum means the big work. Tra-la-la. The crack in the ceiling. So the protagonist, plus maybe the Geist, has been building a large multimedial alchemical musical instrument. And as in the tradition of alchemy, the big work, the Opus Magnum, is the search for the ultimate enlightenment, symbolized by the creation of pure gold from prima materia. And behold, something is certainly happening in the ceiling. There seems to be a crack in the ceiling. We saw the crack in the ceiling. What was until now perceived as a totally self-contained world is having a crack in the ceiling. It is at this moment of confusion, and then comes episode 13. But how long has I been talking? Yeah. Okay. Opera House, name of the institution is Norwegian Opera. Opera director. I need to phone like Bayreuth to full intervention of this. The aim was to bureaucratic Facebook neoliberalism. Also the opposite of this. World of and the Commission and Musical Festival, the Facebook and Internet artistic program, to have full power over the means of artistic production. Construct a utopian space, start liberté approximately here, which contains strict only in isolation. That was the kind of strategy, only in total isolation from the system. The further radicalized the concept of isolation. A villa was bought in Sweden. This is the opera house. This is the dark cellar of the opera. In the dark cellar, opera has a potential infinite stream. It was infinite series of opera episodes, operas. It's the sign of the empty set. You know this already from mathematics. So, but the shows are only documented like some 50, no, it's 17 episodes now. 17 episodes. Ich will mein Oper, only radical experience, only isolation. Only the Operngarten. La 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 la. Scene 2. This is the scene 2 for Gastspiel. This total can never work out, so instead marketing event. Ja, no, it's a cinema. Okay.
Takk skal du ha. Ja, det var en fin oppsummering. That was a nice summary of all the films, at least the first ones, because it is many more. It's 17 episodes of But this was a nice analysis and hermeneutics. Ja, takk. Thank you for that PowerPoint.
Skal vi komme videre? Hvordan skal vi kunne fortsette?
How to continue?
How to begin? How to continue?
No.
La
It is
la. Hvorfor må man gjøre ting?
It's important not to give
Why
up.
do we have
to
to
let
do
give
things?
up.
Why do we
The
have to
energy
do
is not
things?
on the tip top.
Where
is
power? Vi har
Where
ingen
is it?
energi.
Yes.
Vi har ingen energi.
Ja.
Hvorfor må man gjøre noe?
Nå blir det gøy.
Ja,
Nå blir det gøy.
kanskje det.